Are you thinking about growing your own food? Have you wondered if it's a good idea? Find out in this video what I've learned after staying at Terra Frutis for 6 months about why I think it's a good idea to grow your own food. Hey everybody, welcome to Activate True Health. My name's Stensberg. On this channel, I'm talking about plant-based and living food nutrition, all things health and wellness, and functional medicine science. If any of that sounds interesting to you, consider hitting the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get updates whenever I make a new video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 8 reasons why I think growing your own food is highly important. I've been at Terra Frutis for 6 months now, and my journey here is finally coming to an end. I'm leaving in about 4 days, and I'm going to miss this place a lot. It's been an awesome time here, being surrounded by the beautiful nature and fruit trees and people. And yeah, I'm going to be really sad to go. But from being here, I've really realized how important it is to grow your own food and how much this place has inspired me to start growing my own food wherever the next place that I end up, where I stay long term, if I'm not already at a different farm. It's really inspired me to start growing my own food. So with that being said, let's get into the video of my 8 reasons why I think it's important to start growing your own food. So the first reason, and I think it's probably the most important reason why to grow your own food, is you get to control if you use pesticides, and if you do use pesticides, what kind and how much. A lot of times you can even buy organic food at the store and it still has some amount of pesticides and chemicals on them because a certain amount is allowed and they can still label it organic. Pesticides are causing so many health problems right now, from like glyphosate, for example, destroying the gut microbiome, which has an impact on the rest of the body and causing leaky gut, where things can flow into your bloodstream that aren't supposed to be there, and that can cause a vast number of diseases, to Alzheimer's disease and ADHD, other neurological problems. Honestly, it's an epidemic right now, the amount of pesticides that are being used and the health problems that they are causing. The second reason I would say is food security. By growing your own food, you know that you always have food, especially during times that we've been going through recently where there's been food shortages. I've been here at Terra Frutis and we've had no problem whatsoever. We have so many bananas and papayas growing, it's unbelievable, and we haven't had to think about where are we going to get food at all. It's a huge stress relief having the food right next to you growing, where you know it's always going to be there no matter what. You don't have to rely on any outside force to get your food. The third reason is you get to have a relationship with the food that you're growing. The plants are alive, they're energetic beings, and by having an actual relationship with them, the plants are going to nurture you better. There's some wisdom in Ayurvedic medicine that talks about the microbes in our body, and they work in line with the microbes around us. And so when you're eating locally, you have a similar type of microbiome in the food that you do in the air that you're breathing and the microbes that are inside your body. And in turn, it works in a sort of synergy and is super healthy for you. I also believe when you're working with the food and you're developing this relationship with it, an energetic connection, the food, the plants, it starts to understand you as a human and your unique body and what your body needs. And it could then start to create a type of nutrient profile that's going to benefit you the most. The fourth reason is you get to have better nutrition in your food because you get to control what nutrients go into the soil. Unlike these big corporations that don't have an interest in actually giving you good nutrition, they just want to create massive amounts of food. They don't care about the nutrition of the soil, where when you're growing your own food, you can control what goes into it. If you think it may be missing some sort of nutrient, you can actually add that back. The fifth reason is you get to have fresh food, about as fresh as it gets, honestly. whenever you buy food from the store, you don't know exactly when it was picked, and science tells us that the fresher the food is, the more nutrition there is in it. The sixth reason is you don't have to go to the store and you get to save a lot of money. During this entire pandemic, I haven't had to leave the farm once for food, and I get most of my food from the land and therefore saving tons of money. The seventh reason is you get to see how your food is grown and you get to watch it grow. When you're buying commercial products, you don't know how these people are treating the plants. You don't know exactly what they're putting on the food. You don't know what they're putting in the soil. And by growing your own food, you get to see all of these things. Personally, I think it's important to be showing your plants love because they will show that back to you. And when you're not able to actually see that being done, then you have no idea if it is being done. The eighth and final reason is you can have species and varieties of food that may be rare to come by. Say you have like a favorite variety of mango that you can never find in where you live. And by planting your own, then you can actually have the type of food and the variety that you want that you may not be able to find any other place. Okay guys, that wraps up this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Are you going to start growing your own food? Are you thinking about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want more videos just like this one. Okay guys, see you in the next one. Much love.